We begin today's wrestling news and rumors video with a bit of news regarding Aleister Black, who, as many of you are likely aware, has made it clear on last night's edition of Friday Night SmackDown that he is setting his sights on Apollo Crews and his Intercontinental Championship. Last night's SmackDown featured a fatal four-way match for the Intercontinental title between Apollo Crews, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Big E, with Apollo managing to find a way to retain his title once again. But with Aleister Black now setting his sights on Apollo, he may not be the Intercontinental Champion for much longer if new rumors are true. Now, before we get into the big rumor surrounding Aleister Black, we definitely have to mention that he truly looks cool and downright badass following his appearance on SmackDown last night, and it will certainly go a long way in helping build up Aleister's momentum and credibility in the coming months. Now, according to a new backstage rumor, the WWE are planning for Aleister Black to be the superstar to put an end to Apollo Crews' Intercontinental title run in the near future, with Vince McMahon reportedly beginning to see a lot of potential in Aleister as a future main event superstar on the Blue brand. And the general consensus behind the scenes is that WWE plan to slowly build up Aleister Black, with his push first resulting in Aleister winning the Intercontinental Championship. And then after a solid run with SmackDown's mid-card title, WWE would then push Aleister Black into the main event Universal title scene if all things go according to plan, and Aleister Black impresses Vince enough to warrant the bigger push. It's apparently likely that Aleister Black will face off against Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental Championship at the upcoming Hell in a Cell 2021 pay-per-view event next month, and this will likely be the pay-per-view in which Aleister wins the title and begins a slow ascent to the top of the card on SmackDown. Let us know your guys' thoughts and opinions of Aleister Black's return last night on SmackDown, with a bit of a new look and overall appearance. And are you excited that WWE have big plans in store for Aleister in the coming months that includes Aleister Black winning the Intercontinental Championship from Apollo Crews? We now have some big news to share regarding the 16-time WWE World Champion John Cena. Now, over the past several months, rumors have come and gone regarding John Cena's return to WWE and when it would be taking place, with there previously having been rumors that Cena was going to be coming back for WrestleMania 37. And while those rumors never panned out and John Cena has yet to finally make his return to WWE, as of today there have been some new rumors going around that John Cena could be returning to WWE very soon, and that John Cena will be coming back to WWE when the WWE returns to live events with fans in July, beginning with a Money in the Bank weekend. Before we get into more news regarding John Cena, for those of you unaware, WWE announced yesterday that live events with fans will be returning on July 16th, which is going to be a SmackDown taping, and this episode of SmackDown will effectively kick off a 25-city tour for WWE that will go on until Labor Day. There's no doubt that this is huge great news for WWE in of itself, and now with the rumors going around that John Cena is going to be finally returning to WWE, it makes it even bigger. Apparently, Vince McMahon is planning for John Cena to return on the first show back with fans, which will be the Friday Night SmackDown episode on July 16th, and by all means there is no superstar who could welcome fans back better than John Cena, so this is certainly exciting news for his legions of fans. John has not been seen in WWE on television following his loss at the hands of the Fiend Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 36 in 2020, and it's long overdue for John Cena to make a comeback and return home to WWE. Now, as far as what the WWE plan for John Cena following his return is still a bit unclear, although with it being rumored that John Cena would be returning on SmackDown, it's likely that WWE will try to find a storyline or feud for John Cena on the Blue brand. And as expected, many fans are speculating that John Cena could be challenging the big dog and tribal chief Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. However, John Cena may not directly set his sights on Roman Reigns immediately following his return on the July 16th episode of SmackDown, and instead perhaps announce his involvement in the Money in the Bank ladder match that would take place on Sunday, July 18th. And John Cena could potentially win the Money in the Bank ladder match and thus have a reason to set his sights on Roman Reigns' Universal Championship. Now make sure you guys let us know your thoughts on WWE not only returning with live fans in July, but the new rumors that John Cena's return to WWE will likely be taking place around that same time. And when John Cena does make his return, should he be featured on Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown? And which superstar should John Cena feud with? Would the proposed storyline with Roman Reigns be of any interest to you, or do you feel that John Cena should not be featured in any of the top championship scenes, and instead be involved in a mid-card storyline instead, and leave the main titles to the WWE's full-time superstars? Hell in a Cell 2021 is fast approaching, and the big matches for this show are beginning to come together. However, one big match that is reportedly being planned for Hell in a Cell has caused a lot of backlash from fans. Like we have mentioned before, the WWE are apparently planning yet another match between Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship at Hell in a Cell 2021, with this match likely being a Hell in a Cell match. And while Bobby Lashley has told Drew McIntyre in recent weeks that he needs to go to the back of the line, the Scottish psychopath will likely be getting yet another chance at the WWE title next month. Many fans feel Drew McIntyre has been in title contention far too long now, and that they are bored of seeing Drew contend for the WWE Championship, with others making it clear that Bobby Lashley needs a fresh new challenger on the Raw brand, and that the Drew McIntyre storyline is stale and one of the reasons for the low Raw ratings recently. And make sure you guys let us know if you feel the Drew McIntyre vs Bobby Lashley feud should have been finished after WrestleMania Backlash, or is Drew McIntyre still deserving of being a part of the WWE Championship scene? The Fiend Bray Wyatt has been mysteriously absent from WWE following his unfortunate loss to Randy Orton and Alexa Bliss betraying The Fiend at WrestleMania 37, and with each passing week, the anticipation and excitement grows regarding The Fiend Bray Wyatt's impending return to WWE. But if a shocking new leaked backstage rumor proves to be true, WWE are planning a big surprise and swerve when it comes to The Fiend's return to WWE that few fans will see coming. While it would seem plausible that Vince McMahon would be planning for The Fiend Bray Wyatt to return on Monday Night Raw and seek revenge on Alexa Bliss while at the same time getting his win back over Randy Orton, a new behind-the-scenes rumor has revealed that Vince is secretly considering to have The Fiend Bray Wyatt completely move on from Alexa Bliss and Randy Orton, and instead surprisingly return to WWE on Friday Night SmackDown to confront the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and challenge for his Universal Championship, with The Fiend then officially joining the SmackDown brand, with WWE reportedly feeling like The Fiend has become a bit stale on the Raw brand, and moving over to SmackDown and trying to take down Roman Reigns will be a must-see storyline that will dramatically increase SmackDown's ratings and viewership.